Guys, today I want to talk about something that I think is not discussed enough. I want to talk about PCOS, which is Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. The symptoms to PCOS is obesity, insulin resistance, thinning of hair, acne, excess hair growth, and irregular periods. So you can have one of those symptoms, you can have two, all of them. I only have one of those symptoms, which is irregular periods. And so it just really depends on the person. So don't really freak out about the excess hair growth because I was like, eh. But I don't have that. I just have irregular periods. So PCOS does not have a cure, but there are things that you can do to combat the symptoms. I've seen people say that they change to a plant-based diet, exercising more. There are supplements that you can take to balance out your hormones because that's basically what PCOS deals with. It deals with your hormones. So basically how I found out about PCOS is I've never had a regular period. I had my first period like in the 6th grade, I want to say, and it was never regular. I would have one month and then the next month I would not. And so I never said anything to my mom about it or to my friends or something like that because I was like, you just don't talk about stuff like that, especially in the Black community. You just don't really talk about stuff like that, like at all. And so I remember when my mom took me and my brother to a checkup, and the doctor was like, okay, when was your last period? And I told them, and I think it was like a month before. It was like the end of the month. I think I was like in the 8th or 9th grade. And when I gave them the date, my mom like side-eyed me like, and so I was like, Mom, I promise no. But after that, like, nothing happened. They just continued to be irregular. And so when I got older, I want to say like 18 or 19. I think I was like 18 because I was going into college. And I asked my doctor about that. And she was like, oh, well, just because you're young, they will get regular once you get older. And so she put me on birth control to make them regular for the time being. Birth control helped a lot. Like, it made my periods lighter. They didn't hurt as much. They was coming every month. So I was like, this is lit. Like, but now that I'm like 23 and I'm just like, I don't want to stay on birth control my whole life for my periods to be regular. And I'm married now, and, whenever my husband and I want to start having kids, I'm eventually going to have to figure out what the issue is. And so last year, I want to say in August, I just stopped having periods. I did not have a period from August, September, October, nothing. I was taking pregnancy tests. Everything was coming back negative. And I was just really confused as to what was going on. Like, this whole time, it had never been that long without a period. I think it was like 3 months without a period. So I went to the doctor, asked him to do a blood test, and he came back and said, you're definitely not pregnant. And so he referred me to another doctor. And so she did an ultrasound, and she showed me the cysts that were in my ovaries. And she was like, you definitely have PCOS, and she explained it to me. Now, PCOS does not mean infertility. It does not. You can get pregnant. It's just harder for you to get pregnant because you don't ovulate every month like you're supposed to. But that being said, like, PCOS, I was really sad when I found out about it because I'm like, oh no. Like, what if I want to have a child? It's going to be harder. I'm going to have to do all this stuff. But it's still hard now. But I'm glad that I'm diagnosed because now I know what I need to do in order to get myself together like how it's supposed to be. I know that it's not the end of the world. There are supplements I can take. Or if you don't want to take any supplements, change your diet. A lot of people say the plant-based diets really help. The keto diet that I've been seeing around a lot, the keto diet is one of the diets that I've seen that people said that it helped them get their cycles back in order. So I just really want to make this video because I feel like a lot of people don't know about PCOS, and I feel like a lot of people, they miss their periods and like, oh, I'm stressed. That's fine. Stress can cause you to miss the period, but if it's a recurring thing, then I really suggest you guys go to the doctor and have them test you. Because when I went to the doctor, she just threw me on birth control. Don't let them do that. Actually try to figure out why you're not having a cycle, because if I would have figured this out at 19, it would have been so much easier versus me being 23 and married, and now I have to figure out what I need to do to change things. So I hope you learned something in this video. I really hope it was helpful because I wish I would have knew this when I was younger. I really do. So thank you for watching.